Hello and welcome to Dead Notes, a horror and cult film podcast. I am Kevin, and with me is our new top of the line robot security.
I'm Alan. And we're talking about Chopping Mall.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
1986. The movie about the devastating, very surprisingly mobile robots.
They sounded like they had like a 440 in them.
Well, do you know who did the voices for the robots?
Did they make the motor sound too?
It's the director, Jim Wynorski.
Is it?
Yeah. I need to look up a video of him talking because I didn't do that, but I want to hear if he just sounds like that. He's like, action,
Thank you. Have a fun day.
places, please, action. Right? It would be so funny if that's just his voice in real life.
Man, did you notice in this movie too, like when those robots started getting really excited, they started doing like the Zoidberg thing. Yeah, they're like they're clacking their little claw. They stretch their claws out and clack them. I kept laughing every time.
Yeah, but they can't do the crab walk because they're fucking tank wheels, tank tread, whatever. What the fuck?
Well, the one at the end that got super electrocuted, he almost did the crab walk.
Zoidberg, the man. The Zoidberg's 101 series robots.
Yeah.
I like that. You know, I have to warn you because, well, I probably won't mention it that much, but I know Allison Kelly Maroney.
Mm-hmm.
She was on, I saw a Joe Bob episode and I mentioned this to you, but she was complaining about her. She said she didn't notice it when they were shooting, but she had a camel toe going on the whole time.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, how do you not notice that? You don't feel it?
I think in that time, though, I mean, all the pants were like that. I mean, you saw a dude or whatever, he was rocking that big moose knuckle the whole time too, but I think it's just the pleats.
Yeah, the difference. Yeah.
Always blame the pleats.
Allison's pants were up in there so far, her body was digesting them.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know the intro scene, I forgot about this because I haven't watched it in a while, but it kind of reminded me of RoboCop, how they do all those little faux commercials throughout the movie.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. And I didn't quite understand because the presenters for the video, you know, because it opens with the video and you kind of feel like maybe this is the movie, but then they pull back and you see that it's just these people that work for the Securitronics company.
Mm-hmm.
And they're showing a promotional video. But in the video, when they're talking about it, they talk about it like it was a real event.
Yeah, like this really happened.
Yeah, like it really happened. Like the scenario they were showing was real. Because I thought that the robot killed him, you know?
Yeah.
Like Paul Bland mentions.
Yeah.
And he says, no, not dead, just sedated or whatever.
So they can go put him in that giant bucket at the top of the mall for police to come get him.
Is it like a holding cell? We've sedated him for easier butt fucking. but yeah, he shoots those little darts at him and like instantly knocks him out. It definitely looks like he was dead. I mean, if you knock somebody out before they hit the ground, their head hitting the ground might kill them because mall floors are not soft.
No, they're not. There's a couple instances in this movie where I'm like, man, you know that shit fucking hurt. They're not forgiving by any means.
But did you notice the female presenter? I forget her name. I wrote it down, but I thought until I was looking into this, I could have swore that that was Barbara Crampton.
Yeah.
It could be her stunt double easily.
Yeah.
She looked just like her. But
It does. Maybe they did that. I don't know.
yeah, the whole time, and the whole time they're playing it. See, I don't know. I never watched Eating Raoul. Have you?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
So you knew. So you knew who they were?
Yeah. I was like, why are they? I was like, why are they in this? I didn't research it though. I guess I should have, but
I'm
I just
guessing
thought it
Jim.
was cool. Huh?
I'm guessing Jim Wynorski was just a big fan of theirs.
Yeah. Yeah. What a weird fucking movie.
Yeah, because they're like, if you don't know who they are, then you're like, well, what the fuck are they cutting back to these two for? You know, it's obviously a cameo or a,
Yeah.
uh, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about them. I probably should watch Eating Raoul because it's apparently good. It's in the Criterion collection.
Right. It is good, but I mean, what does it have to do unless they're just like, okay, well, they're just over here hanging out in this universe, basically, just trying to bring that all into fruition.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Like it's like in their town, like where Eating Raoul was happening. And this is just like another event that they were going to.
Yeah. They were like, let's check out these fucking Zoidberg Series 101 robots. I like that, the Zoidbergs. But
Oh my God.
but then you get the title card. We love that. And
Mhm.
the intro fucking montage with the music, right? The theme. It's not quite on John Carpenter level cuz it's not really synthwave. It's kind of it's just 80s, but
Yeah.
it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely there. It's got that like
It
80s, like futuristic kind of spacey sound they're trying to incorporate in there.
it it sets the vibe for real. I mean, I love
Yeah.
it. It's one of my favorite intros for a 80s movie for sure.
What about the when they all pile in the elevator and this little kid's in there by himself eating an ice cream cone? He's like
Yep.
4 years old.
Somebody stole his ice cream and shit all over him. Is that what you mean? They're like, "Give me that ice cream."
Hey, do you remember going to malls back when like you could smoke in them and everybody just walk around smoking in the mall, but you weren't
Yeah,
allowed to smoke in the stores?
yeah, but the malls I went to didn't have elevators.
Yeah.
I don't
Still
think
though.
have I been to a mall that has an elevator? I guess most 2-floor malls do,
You
don't.
remember City Center? It was going. Maybe you never went there, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
I've been there. But well, maybe the Monroeville Mall has an elevator. I don't
Yeah,
know
I think
because
they
it's
just
2
have
floors.
escalators.
It's 2 floors. I mean,
Mhm.
they had an elevator in 1978. So
Possibly,
inside
yeah,
of J.C. Penney. I mean,
yeah.
it's a I and I'm sorry for bringing this up,
And why
but
you
it is
why are you bringing it up?
in Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
There is an elevator in the mall in 1978 in Monroeville Mall. So they might still have one somewhere in that mall. I mean, I've been there 100 times now and I haven't seen one, but I would assume that for wheelchairs and such. That would just make sense since it's a two floor mall.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just had to mention Dawn of the Dead because I haven't said it in a while, and it feels so good. But when the male presenter, I can't believe I didn't write down their names, but he flashes that badge to the robot, and then he looks at everyone and he's like, "See, it's foolproof. Nothing can go wrong."
Yeah, after it took
like,
him like forever to like.
It's kind of like it's almost like an homage to the Titanic, like the unsinkable boat. That's basically what this movie is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing can go wrong.
The protectors will make Park Plaza the safest mall in the state. Trust me. Absolutely nothing can go wrong.
And the slightest fucking thing goes wrong.
Well, yeah, thunderstorm. Who would have thought about that,
Yeah, it's like, thunderstorm. The robots are going to try to kill people now.
Yeah.
I guess that's all it took. I don't know.
Did you notice, like, during the like intro credits when they're going through all the chaos of the mall, and after the kid gets shit on and everything, there's that other kid that's like skateboarding, and he skateboards past these like women walking around in bathing suits, and they're wearing.
No, I didn't notice that at all.
Well, did you? I know you probably didn't notice their banner then.
What? Notice what?
Their banners, what they said.
Oh no, I wasn't reading anything.
I'm sure you weren't. It says, they say, "Take the kids, ...
Oh.
Why?
Right, I was going to say, what the fuck is that? That sounds like pedo shit.
Well, it says, "Have a ball. The future is now," I think. Yeah. Let's see. I just have it on there. Have a ball. I'm like sitting here like pulling through that because I was like, what the fuck are these banners? And they're going down the escalator, and you can read all of them. It's going by quick. And if you're like Alan, you're not going to be reading them.
No.
But I see Alan going up the escalator next to him and just falling over himself. I'm definitely trying to read the banners.
I'm going to pull back the curtain just a little bit. Kevin likes boobs too. So, sure. Wait. I'm gonna outnumber you soon, motherfucker.
Outnumber.
It's fun, but okay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna outnumber you. There's gonna be boobs, and I don't like boobs.
I've never once said I don't like boobs.
I know. So anyway, talking about, since we're on the subject of boobs, intro to Susie and Allison.
Yeah.
And Barbara Crampton. Mm-hmm. Oh my lord. Yeah, it's probably
keeps
not
popping up a bunch in movies we're watching here lately.
It's probably not a good idea that I was the age I was when I watched Reanimator.
Right.
Because it might have crossed some wires in my brain. But yeah, Barbara Crampton is fucking awesome. She's kind of like Suzanne Snyder, where she's not really a great actress. But she's in great movies, so I have to love her, right?
She's been in so much, man. And she's still trucking.
Well, and Kelly Maroney, Allison, I mean, she's no slouch either. She's not been in a ton, but she was in Night of the Comet. And
yeah,
I give her fucking crazy.
That's another one we got to cover too.
For that.
I like that movie.
That movie's fucking awesome. And she's one of what? 3 or 4 characters in that movie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a fun movie, man.
Yeah, I love her in this, but
how about their cook, man? Back in the day when you could just smoke while you cook, and
yeah,
Your shirt
You
was
want-
like, what do
You want no more fat on that? You fucking bitches. Hey, give them fucking guys some potatoes. I don't fucking know. They don't eat potatoes. What's Italian? That's not even an Italian accent, is it?
I know. It's you're doing your Jersey shit again. You're on your Jersey.
You guys want some macaronis? I don't know. You guys want some pizzas? Oh no, they call it.
I love that. Like every accent that you put on is always the same one.
It's just the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys want a pizza pie? You want a pie? I go, well, I don't want no fucking pie. I want a pizza, dickhead. You go, I don't want a pizza pie.
Every imitation is a Deloise. It's Deloisian.
Yeah. I love the fat guy at the end. He's like, waitress, more butter.
Yeah.
Come on. Take it while it's hot. While it's hot. Girls, come on.
Yeah, all right.
Waitress, more butter.
Yeah.
That's so random because it's like there's probably somebody in the world that actually does ask for more. I guess you would ask for more butter if you.
Well, they're just bitching about him too, man. Like they're like, oh, he's back again, blah blah blah. You know,
that fat greasy asshole's back. That's my impression of Barbara Crampton, Susie.
Yeah.
That fat fucking pig is back. Did I nail it?
Yeah, that's what she sounds like. That's what she sounds like off camera.
Let me try Allison here. Get fat fucking pig over there eating the biscuits is back. Did I nail it?
Yeah, dead on.
More butter.
More butter.
More butter. Oh man.
So then we get like a peek inside like the security area where the Zoidbergs rest, you know, in charge and everything. But if you notice, the attendant to them is like looking at his porn mag, he's checking out the goods. And
that's not porno, that's tasteful nudity.
It's tasteful nudity. Back when it was a gentleman's magazine.
As a gentleman's magazine.
That was the magazine that you only read the articles out of, right?
Marty likes to party.
Marty likes to party. Yeah.
Marty. I don't know what partying is for Marty. It might just be an intense masturbation session, which it looked like it was heading that way.
Yeah.
But he's eating a donut too, which.
Well, you got to get your sugars up, you know. He's in for a long night.
That donut, seemingly innocent, fucking disgusts me in a little bit. but yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Marty likes to party.
Yeah, Marty's here to party.
In the technician's room where they have the killbots.
He's like, this article is fucking great. Yeah, the first one looks over and clatters its claws, and he's like, y'all seeing this? He's for real about to just like do this in front of us. So he grabs him by the neck, and he's like, you ain't doing shit.
Man, it's like Roadhouse.
He just roadhoused him.
He fucking roadhoused him. He's like, yeah, there's your neck. No, wait. He went, hiya.
Yeah.
Your neck is out of your body.
He says, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah, dude.
He's like, I don't want to kill anymore, bro.
I ain't feeling it no more, bro.
And then when the time comes,
yep.
Zoidberg 1 goes.
They're like, we can't control this guy.
he saw the movie Roadhouse and was like, "This is how you kill people.
Yeah.
This is how you kill motherfuckers. You tear their fucking throats out."
Y'all see
Thank
this?
you. Good night, bitch.
Oh shit! So we get the introduction to the boys, right?
Yep. Ferdy. What kind of a fucking name is that? I had to look it up because I was like, what the fuck are they saying his name is?
Ferdy.
And Mike has constant gum in his mouth.
Yeah.
That fucking guy. He's like
He's anxious.
I don't want to malign Michael, but he looks like a because the guy
He's no
is
Dave.
He's no Dave, but the guy, it's like if you have everything right, like if you like have you ever, let's say, I don't know, he has like the muscles, the hair, the face, everything, but he still somehow looks like a big midget. I don't know why. There's just something about him. I'm like, he looks like Tyrion Lannister.
Oh my god.
Like tall Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's a callback to Parks and Recreation. Because that was Adam Scott's username on eBay, tall Tyrion Lannister. But Mike looks like a tall Tyrion Lannister, right? Yeah. Am I wrong about that?
I think you're kind of on, yeah.
And Greg has the golden radio voice.
Absolutely.
I could fall asleep listening to him reading me stories of Sam I Am, or no, not Sam I Am. Fuck that. That was a stupid movie. I never watched it, and I never cried.
Whatever.
I could listen to Greg read me the story about the Martyr. He could read the Martyr's screenplay to me, and I'd fall asleep happily.
Oh yeah.
He's got that golden radio voice.
With Dave rubbing your shoulders.
With Dave rubbing my shoulders and digging his gun into my hip.
Oh, so peaceful for you.
So I don't want to. Barbara Crampton is a scream queen, quote unquote. I mean, a lot of people regard her as that, and so do I. She's probably in my top 3. But goddamn, if Linda isn't the hottest girl in this movie. Intro to Rick and Linda and R&L Automotive, they open up with basically showing that Rick is an idiot and Linda does everything right the first time.
Yeah. They're setting that whole thing up. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you fucking idiot. Don't just stand there and shoot. Move.
Yeah.
I guess if you moved while those robots are shooting at you, you'd get hit.
Yeah.
But she basically one-ups him by fixing the car, and he goes, does it every time, the first time, I don't know.
This is like what my wife does. I'm like, oh, the car's not working. She's like, okay. And then she'll
move aside, jackass.
Yeah. Move aside.
Let me see if I can do an impression of your wife. You'll have to play this for her.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Move aside, Kevin, you fucking asshole. You guys are nerds. Did I nail it?
You nailed it. Absolutely. Excellent.
So I'm probably going to have to cut that stuff out about your wife because I don't want to die.
Nah, she'll think it's funny. She'll be like, yeah, he's right.
But she does think we're
fucking
nerds.
Yeah, fucking nerds. Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Introduction to the Hua. I guess that's not true. I mean, she is acting promiscuous, but it's with Mike. I mean, it's with Tyrion Lannister.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who wouldn't get all slutty around Tyrion?
Right. I mean,
but if I were her dad, I'd be like, get this motherfucker out of here. He's such a sleazeball. He's chewing gum and the biggest smile in the world at her dad after he was clearly caught like fucking.
Oh yeah, rubbing up. Yeah, grabbing her boobies.
Fucking her face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swapping gum.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes the gum. Yeah, Mike, he likes the gum.
Yeah, her dad looks like he'd fucking make him disappear too.
Yeah. He looks like either that or he's turtle heading. I don't know. Choose your own adventure. Right?
Yeah. That's the best way to go.
And then we move on to the locker room scene. With Allison and Susie.
Allison and Susie.
At the mall. What are they in the locker room for? Is this after work? Okay. Make this make sense, Kevin. Because they're in
I'm not sure if I could.
They're in a locker room after working at a pizza place.
Mm-hmm.
With a lot of other women. At a mall.
Well, I'm sure maybe some of these malls have like a dressing room or something for their employees. Maybe that's what it was. Things were different then. I mean, do you remember at school after gym having to go like take a shower with everybody? Because I know I never did.
Oh, I had to several times.
Yeah, so it was a different time. They don't really do that shit anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was like commonplace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the locker room's bigger than the restaurant.
Yeah.
Maybe
they like taking care of their employees.
But this is the only time in the movie that I think that you get a couple frames of full frontal nudity. So +1 star. This is a 5-star movie.
+1 star.
and the first real look at the Allison's camel toe. That poor girl. They were like, here, put these pants on. They'll go right up there.
The director was like, they look great. Have a nice day.
Those underwears go right into your front flappers.
Oh.
Everybody get to your places and action.
So we go into technician Nestler's intro, right?
Yeah.
So he comes walking into this control room and checking stuff out and immediately spots that fucking donut.
And eats it.
Eats the fuck out of it too. Like, yeah.
That's so fucking disgusting.
Dude, he eats the fuck out of it too. Like, it's like,
you don't know where Marty's mouth has been.
Yeah.
You don't know where Marty's mouth has been. What are you doing? Oh, gross. And it takes
maybe he's just trying to get like closer to him.
Did you notice the entire scene? He's still fucking chewing on it. Like, are you trying to turn that thing into some liquid sugar in your mouth? What the fuck?
Well, he put the whole fucker in his mouth all at once, dude. Like, it wasn't shit. You know
That's
what I mean?
What she said. It's so fucking gross though. But it's funny how the robot is like sneaking up on him, like he looks behind him and it's closer, like dun 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 dun.
Yeah. I like how the robot keeps like looking around at the other ones too, like this fucking guy, and the other one's
He's
like, "Yep,
like,
I see it."
"Yo,
They're like,
you
"At
all
least he's
with me?"
reading some tasteful literature."
You know, that's a stark fucking contrast
It
because
is.
he's reading a book called "They Came from Outer
Yeah,
Space."
which is
It,
pretty silly.
well, it's like a bunch of. I looked it up because I was I was funny, because I was trying to figure out what the fuck. There's such a stark contrast between him and Marty, but it's like a compilation book of a bunch of short sci-fi
Yeah.
stories.
Mhm.
I kind of want to get it.
I think it's cool. I like when movies incorporate these little things in the movies,
Just things that the director's into.
Yeah, and obviously it's a bunch of fucking robots, whatever. So I don't know. It's cool. Like Evil Dead, or was it Evil Dead 2 when he stacks the books on top of the bucket to hold
The Art
his
of War.
possession. Well, no, it's oh shit. It's Farewell to Arms.
Yeah, Farewell to Arms.
Yeah, fucking hilarious, dude. It's great.
But Jim Wynorski was like, "You know what book that I like? They Came from Outer Space is a good book. Everybody, take your places, please."
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
So the tech, Nestler or whatever, Garrett Graham, was he fucking in Chud 2? Was he Bud the Chud?
Electric Boogaloo? Is that the Chud 2 you speak of?
Chud 2 Electric Boogaloo? That would be great, actually.
I've never watched Chud 2. The
Holy
first
shit,
Chud,
it's great, man. It's stupid.
I'll have to check that out because the first Chud is good because it's bad, right?
I like Chud, man. I think it was like a really
I like
clever,
it too, but I mean,
but I'll tell you this, Chud 2, throw out everything you ever knew about the first Chud before you go into watching this. Or fuck it, go crazy. Like watch it thinking like
go
Chud.
crazy.
Go crazy. I've got it. I got it on VHS if you want to borrow it.
I can
download.
I can download
I can
it. Sail the highs. Don't give up my secrets, but I can sail the high seas and get that movie.
Yeah, it's a good one. You should watch it. But so anyway, we get Zoidberg 1 trying to sneak up behind him.
Zoidberg. It's just so funny because it's like it's out of a comedy, or like it's something you would think you'd see in Three Amigos, where he's like, oh, did he fucking move? Like clearly he did. He's like 2 inches away from you now.
He goes to pick up the phone and you see that he lifts up his little slide, and I was like, is he getting ready to flash him? Is he like flashing him? Like
he's like fucking dick pops out.
Yeah. He's like doing the little flash, like
the fucking Killbot Zoidbot has a fucking thigh slapper.
Zoidbot, yeah.
Zoidbot.
He's like sneaking up on him. It's not funny enough. I'm gonna start flashing him. This will get the guys going.
I'm gonna knock him down and fucking deep dick him. Go balls deep. Thank you. Have a nice day.
we back in the day, like, I worked in a kitchen for quite a while, and one of the funny things where everybody would run around just like that movie Waiting, where they would show you their nutsack or whatever, do like, I don't know, they call it the Texas belt buckle, where they would like Never got that, thankfully. Got plenty of Texas belt buckles, though. And then when that movie came out, we're like, holy shit, it's like a thing, or whatever. But I feel like that's all this robot's doing. Like,
you're like a nut sack hipster. You're like, I was stretching out my ball sack before it was popular.
Unfortunately, I always got the. Well, I guess that's not even good to say the receiving end.
Yeah, you're like, I was the victim.
I received it.
You're a nutsack victim hipster.
Yeah, hipster.
I was violated by nutsacks long before
any of these motherfuckers. Yeah. No one cares.
All soft. You guys is all soft.
Yeah.
After Nestler gets fucking murdered, the party begins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we're treated to some shameful white people dancing.
Only the finest.
What the fuck is Barbara Crampton doing?
I used to see you dancing like that at fucking Outland.
Yep, exactly like that.
You're fucking burning windmilling everywhere.
It's like, the cringiest of the cringe. Like, in Zombie 2 when
Electric Boogaloo,
when the wood splinter goes into her eye.
Mm-hmm.
I can watch that without flinching one bit. But when I see this opening scene to the party and they're dancing, I have to cover my eyes in shame.
It was so free back in the day.
All the stereotypes are true.
Then we get the through shot of everybody dancing, where they're like kissing and the camera cuts between them.
and Susie and Greg try to set Ferdy up with Allison.
Yeah, with his fucking Ferdy and his fucking moose knuckle.
Oh yeah, Ferdy's got a fucking hog.
Dude, either that or he's got the mumps. Okay, it's the pleats.
He might have the mumps and he's got some giant balls. Who knows?
I think the time's about right for mumps, I think. So maybe so.
He might have a tiny little wiener and these giant fucking nuts.
Yep.
He's like, don't let the bulge fool you, ladies.
He would have been fun in the kitchen.
Wait, more butter.
Oh shit. So yeah, everybody's introduced and they're all hanging out and we get a shot of the Zoidbot 1 making his rounds.
Sector 1 going online, level 1.
Making sure everything's
I love this shit because he I don't know, walks by. I'll say he drives by.
Yeah.
He's got tank. Which who in a mall with nice waxed floors would let you put robots in there with fucking tank tread on them, tearing up the fucking floors? But anyway, I love that he drives by the store and looks inside and just drives away.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I'm thinking he's like, yo! These motherfuckers! He's like going off the fucking rails.
Yeah.
He's like, absorb the aggression.
Yeah.
He just
takes a breath and goes away.
Yeah, he's like, that fucking makes me so fucking mad.
It makes my gums hurt.
Oh man, because his silence is maddening. He just drives away calmly. He's like, I'm gonna kill these motherfuckers.
These sons of bitches.
And for a little bit, he's holding it together.
Yeah.
He's managing his anger.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. I mean, clearly
'Cause-
the talks have been helping.
Because he could have busted through there and killed them all right
Mhm.
there. It was like, shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah. He's giving them a shot. Like, if I come back and they're still here, then okay. Oh, well, he's doing right by his moral code at that point.
And real quick, it goes to intro to Protector 2 and 3. But then we get back to the party,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
And a foreplay montage.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of making out, and we get to see Barbara Crampton's boobs, which
Right.
might move her back up to the top in this movie.
You smell like pepperoni.
Well, if that's the way you feel.
Wait a minute.
What?
I like pepperoni.
Oh. In that case.
Everybody's
old
just
Mike-
doing this in like an open room. Like, it don't matter.
And there has to be a word for what Mike's trying, right? Where he's under the sheets.
Mm-hmm.
So you would think that you would just say, well, that's just good old fashioned cunnilingus.
Yeah.
But Mike has gum in his mouth. And this is the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So that gum probably has hair in it and shit. It probably looks like a tumbleweed. Because when he comes out from under the sheets, he's still chewing the fucking gum.
That's so fucking nasty. That's so fucking nasty. Holy shit, man.
He's like, you need some of her DNA? Here, take my gum.
Oh my
Who the
god.
fuck- I mean, there was maybe it was minty gum and it was
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Either way,
Yeah,
80s.
yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, Mike's chewing on a tumbleweed.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh shit. So, it's panning around, it's showing everybody, everybody's doing their thing. Then we get over to Mr. Moose Knuckle over here. And they're watching like a horror movie. Or not horror movie. What movie is that they're watching? It's
I don't know.
what the
I
fuck
don't
movie
know.
is that?
I guess I could have paid attention to the credits because it would have said what it
I think
is.
it's a Roger Corman movie. I can't remember.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
nice day.
They were just getting into it, which, as people would do. And she's horrified by it, by the explosions.
And Susie, she does the Allison. She does the thing where she's like, are you trying to get me drunk? Right? That's like female for let's get drunk.
Yeah.
And have some sex. Ferdy, because she sees what Ferdy's packing.
Yeah, I mean, how can you miss it?
It might be a sock, but we don't know that.
It's the pleats
It's the pleats. The pleating in his
and his
fucking
slacks.
in his skin tight pants.
It's the pleats.
I can almost tell how old he is by the rings in his cock.
Shit. Fucking Christ. Do you think, remember when he's in the bathroom getting ready and like trying to like spruce himself up and he like pops his collar? Do you think he was like popping his pleats too? And then
it needs to pan down. It needs to pan down to his feet so we can see if he's missing a sock.
Yeah.
I suspect.
I suspect.
You know, people in the fashion solved that problem by making jeans looser. But as we've seen plenty of times now, I guess because we just watch movies from the 80s. But old Dick Miller comes back around.
Damn right.
The same goddamn character from our very first episode, Night of the Creeps.
Yep.
Walter Paisley.
That's right. The man himself.
He somehow lost his job because he gave a flamethrower to some fucking lunatic police officer.
And now he's a fucking janitor.
Now he's mopping up shit and cleaning boogers off the bathroom wall.
I think like this is where we saw like the turn of how he's become so grumpy too, because in Night of the Creeps he was like super nice, a little rough around the edges, but you know he was a nice guy kind of guy. And then you know
he was an innocent.
Yeah, his friend comes in and fucking points a gun at him and then makes him give him a flamethrower, and then he gets fired and now he's a fucking janitor. And all they give him is like this shit ass fucking mop bucket to mop this entire mall with, while the other two janitors are walking around him drinking a fucking beer.
Yeah.
No wonder why he's fucking pissed, dude.
Roasting him.
Yeah, totally roasting him.
Yo, Walter, you having a good time? Ty, you know Paisley. He loves a challenge.
Go ahead and laugh, you guys. But if I ever find little bastards that did this, they're dead meat.
And I mean, fucking Gremlins, he's like only like a couple steps away from making a fucking killdozer. So we were seeing like an evolution with him.
Well, in Gremlins 2, he throws that bat gremlin into the fucking concrete.
Oh, fuck yeah, he does.
In the middle of New York when nobody acts like they notice what's going on.
No one believed him. He was made out to be like a crazy man, you know, like, no, I'm for real. So this guy's had no luck, like ever. He's like,
and you know, I always say if you get pulled over by a cop and he's a dick to you, right? It might not be you. It might be the 5 people he had to deal with before you.
Yeah.
So this is what's going through Protector 1's head when he pulls up on Walter.
He's had enough.
He's had enough. He's like, say it. Say one motherfucking thing, Walter. Say one fucking thing, you cocksucker. You know? And Walter's being fucking aggressive because he just got roasted by his coworkers. So it's worlds colliding.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
The stars align on this one. You got a pissed off robot because he's trying not to kill everybody.
Yeah.
And Walter Paisley just got fucking roasted by his coworkers who also have to unclog toilets. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what high ground they're on.
He's just trying to mind his P's and Q's, and everybody's just over here pushing his buttons.
Yep. Pushing his buttons.
Get it? Because he's a robot. He's got buttons. Oh my god.
Yeah, I get it.
Fucking
that little robot.
Face.
Huh?
I said nothing.
That robot dumps over his water bucket, and I'm like, how?
Yeah.
How? Because he runs into it. I'm like, you would just push it across the floor. That's why they cut away when he dumps it. They're like, suspension of disbelief. He dumped the bucket. But then he shoots his little taser dart out at him, and fucking Walter laughs at him, and it's like, you fucking playing with fire here, buddy.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
He's mad.
What the hell was that?
The Zoidbot is angry. He's not going to put up with this shit. That's like erectile dysfunction for robots. He shot his fucking little dart out, and it just fell to the ground. So he improvised. He's like, well, there's water everywhere. The robots kind of sound like John Wayne.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yes.
Thank you. Have a nice day, Pilgrim.
So then he heads on back to see like what other kind of action he can get himself into.
Yeah. Well, Leslie manipulating Mike for cigarettes.
Oh
Which
yeah, specific ones.
So Tyrion Lannister is the first one of the group to get killed, and I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah.
I would have thought he would have lasted longer, but yeah, he's the first fucking one.
Yeah, he's the first one out, man.
She says, "I only smoke Virgin Lights, not Camels."
Yeah.
I get it. Virgin Lights, ha ha. Funny joke. I know what will be a funny joke. Tell him that she only smokes Virgin Lights. Ha ha ha. That's Tim Wynorski. He's like, now get in your places and action. Ha ha ha.
Now boobies.
Show your boobies.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, Mike goes to get cigarettes, and we hear, and Protector One, the man so far, I think he sets this whole thing off. He's like the Manson of the group. He's like, everybody, we're gonna start killing motherfuckers.
Idaho,
Idaho,
we're gonna start killing.
And you notice Mike gives
Make it witchy.
the old Mike gives the old the day the earth stood still, the Klaatu Barada Nikto to try to stop him.
Yeah.
Which, they call back to that in Army of Darkness too, and that's where it's from. It's from the day the earth stood still. It's not from Army of Darkness.
A lot of people said, and then they were like, well, he got it from Star Wars, but yeah, I think he got it from Star Wars, correct?
It's Klaatu from he's the humanoid alien in the day the earth stood still, but it's the phrase he uses to shut down the robot Gort. But
Gort.
So that's what that's what they're calling back to. He's trying to shut down the robots by repeating the phrase, which, I mean, it makes sense. If a nerd built the thing, maybe that phrase would work.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, and Mike gets fucking roadhoused.
Yeah, he does get roadhoused.
We get fucking 2 roadhouses out of...
This fucking robot loves Patrick Swayze. Like,
yeah. Well, Mike fucked up. Mike looked at him and was like, "I used to fuck guys like you in prison," or "I used to fuck robots like you in prison," and that triggered fucking Zoidberg 1.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah.
Oh man, God. But he did like the Jeffrey Dahmer shit because he used the neutralizer first. He like stunned him and then fucking ripped his throat out.
Yeah, see, that's when you're noticing he's starting to really like what he does.
Well, he's like, I don't like the process of killing.
Yeah.
I just like the results. I want to play with the body.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. I'm gonna roadhouse this bitch.
Oh my God.
And you get a gratuitous Leslie ass shot.
Yeah. You gotta follow it up with that.
As she goes to look for Mike. Now, it's funny too because is she wearing all blue? Her panties and her shirt, is it blue? I can't really tell.
I don't know.
Maybe the color is fucked up on mine. But remember recently they showed that well, I won't get into that, but lasers apparently don't affect things that are blue, so I'll just use that.
Oh my god. Is that what this is going around?
Yeah, because I'll just use that as a reason why when he shoots her in the ass and the back and everything, it doesn't do anything, but then when he hits her in the head, it fucking explodes her head.
Yeah.
Like, by the time she made it to the store, she should have had an arm off, a butt cheek gone. She should have been a mess, like the fucking guy in RoboCop. The guy that got melted. That should have been what she looked like by the time she got to the store.
Yeah, but that scene's incredible. Like an iconic like horror scene. It's hilarious. Yeah, he tags her in the butt like he's just playing with her. What if he was just using stuns on her? He was just playing with her, and then when she turned, he was like, "All right, whoop 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 whoop."
Headshot. He turned the power up. They could have helped that theory if they just made the laser a different color or something when it hit her head.
Did you notice that the laser sounds too almost sound like the day the Earth stood still as well? Like when they would shoot the laser beams, it sounds almost just like it.
Huh. Well, I imagine most laser guns in the 80s sound pretty similar.
Well, but this wasn't like. Well, no, you'll hear it if you watch it again.
Yeah,
or just listen to it. It's definitely it's a callback to that, I think, as well. Like maybe he was trying to kind of recreate that because he's such a fan, and did it in a mall.
He's like, we're in a mall. We're in a mall.
We're in a mall.
Everybody.
And also, man, in the post credits, like I always like when they do like the Predator shit from Predator, where at the end you get the flash of them making that face or whatever, and like everybody on the post credits, it's like them smiling and like, hey, blah blah blah. And it shows her, and it's like it shows her screaming, then her head exploding, and then they show her name up there, like it's like Susie Slater, and it's like head explosion.
Well, that might be what most of their budget went for, the head explosion.
Yeah,
they're like we got to show
and not
headshots,
and not these three robots that they had to build either. Like
a headshot so nice we had to show it twice.
Yeah, it has become like such an iconic scene, dude. It's so good, almost as good as the scene in Frankenhooker with all the prostitutes when they started exploding.
The land whores. Yep. Then Protector 2 Zoidberg 2 comes to help Zoidberg 1 chase everybody out of the store. And their fucking aim sucks. They can't hit shit.
No.
They are fucking slinging lasers all over the place. Somebody should have got hit by one on accident. I mean, Greg does get hit in the back when he's running away, and he's just like, "Oh!" Yeah. Zero damage. Yeah, it's like, do they got their tickle settings on again?
Yeah, again, yeah.
God, jeez. The golden voice, he's like, I've got hit in the back with a laser.
The golden voice. Seems I have just got hit by a laser.
Owie.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
But yeah, now they're blowing the shit. They're at this point they're in there and they're running from everybody, and they're like blowing the shit out of the store now. So clearly it's not like tickle lasers, or maybe it is, and I don't know, but they gotta get the fuck out of there.
Does Greg have a blue shirt on by chance?
Yeah, I'll have a come back around to this too, like later on in the movie, when we get there. But because I had a thing too, I want to bring up, but I'll save it because it's kind of along the lines of your blue theory, but we'll see.
Well, the fucking the cast, the guys and girls are trying to escape. They're trying to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And the fucking Zoid bots lock them all down.
Oh, yeah.
So they're just out for blood at this point.
Yeah, they've had enough.
They're like, you ain't going nowhere, bitches.
And
But
it's like they turn the heat on, too.
well, yeah, but the guys and the girls both get separated. So the
Yeah.
girls go up in the air ducts, and the guys, they just go out on foot because
They
they're
just like to keep it warm, like is it the McDoyles?
the McPoyles.
The McPoyles, yeah. McPoyles, yeah.
Yeah, they're showering. The Zoid bots are showering together.
Carrying around warm milk.
Prepare for Gumilingus.
They're all wearing robes and shit. Fucking, oh my god. Anyway.
Yeah. See, now remember in Predator when he found out that the Predator sees with thermal vision, so he covered himself in mud.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 guys, right? They run away, and there is a paint store. We know this because the finale.
Mm-hmm.
But if you hit me in the shoulder and I saw you hit Leslie in the panties in the back and the laser didn't do anything to hit her in the head, I'd walk into that paint store looking like they do and walk out looking like the Blue Man Group.
I thought you were going to say you were going to run back and take her panties off her and put them on.
Oh no, that's not a bad idea either. But yeah,
you'd be running around with them on your head, on your face, so we'd be like, like, oh, and you're like,
yeah,
no, I didn't know that blue, retracted lasers.
Hit me right in the fucking face with it. It'd be like, ping, ricochet, ha, bitch. I'd have to turn them around back. I'd have to turn them around backwards though, because I
professional would.
Yeah, all right. Well, because it's not the 2000s, so that's not a thong, so you got more material in the back, but you risk getting pink eye. Like, well, I didn't get my head exploded, but I got double barrel pink eye. I got it in both my eyes.
In both them. Oh god. So at this point, guys and girls are all split up. Girls are up in the air ducts. Heats are on. Now the guys all of a sudden remember, even though they all work at this fucking mall, that holy shit, there's a sporting goods store. And back in that day, you used to be able to go into a mall and stock up on any kind of AR-15 style weapon you would want, right? Anything. So
I think that's revisionist history because I don't remember that shit.
Normally, I don't remember it either. But
like even in the best movie ever made, Dawn of the Dead, the gun store wasn't really in the mall. That was studio magic. So I'm pretty sure that this is studio magic here.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying this whole fucking time, once these robots started fucking laying waste, like they work in the fucking mall. Clearly there's a sporting goods store in there where they work. Why the fuck would that would have been like the first place to go? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're not dealing with the smartest guys. I mean, let me ask you this. How many fucking times do you have to shoot a robot before you realize that your gun ain't doing shit?
Yeah, I thought that too.
They unloaded on the robots and the robots showed no fucking reaction to the bullets until the one got shot in the eye.
Yeah.
And
even then, but still.
Even then, he was still deadly. And he had to fucking well, that hasn't happened yet anyway.
Yeah.
But our girl Barbara Crampton forces all the girls out of the air ducts because she's hot, and she thinks Greg needs her.
Well, yeah.
Greg needs me. I offer so much in this situation. Like, oh, if you're freaking out, it's better if you just fucking stay where you're at.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been that hot. The other two girls were not too bothered by it.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have been
Maybe she's
playing it up
sensitive.
a little more.
Maybe they're just trying to get the fuck out of there.
But these are robots, right? You know, allegedly. They might be crab people. But crab people with suits of armor on. But the girl's idea is let's get Molotov cocktails and road flares
Mm-hmm.
for robots.
Yeah, right. And especially, let's not go to the sporting goods store at all.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess what I would do is I would go to the second or third floor. Once they're all on the first floor, go to the second or third floor. Find out where to shut the power to the mall off. They're obsessed with looking for the computers. You don't even have to find out how to shut the power off to the mall. Just find that fucking switch, like in the greatest movie ever made, Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
The switch to turn the escalators off. Right?
Yeah.
Because the robots can't shoot up. I mean, their heads don't tilt back.
Yeah.
So you could be on the second floor just roasting them like fucking bitches, and they couldn't do nothing to you. Their little stun guns wouldn't reach you. And that's another thing. You know, there are a couple times in this movie where the killbots ride up the escalator.
Mm-hmm.
Not fucking happening. That no fucking way are they getting on an escalator. That's why every time it happens, they don't show their feet.
Yeah.
Or their wheels, tracks, whatever.
Well, here's a thought though. So if these guys are plugged into all the stuff of the mall, wouldn't they be able to just turn everything back on? So as soon as you turn everything back off, they're like, God damn it, and then turning it back on.
Not if you cut wires or turn manual switches off. There's always safety switches on these things.
Yeah. I guess that's true. Or maybe they're
or you could just fucking go to one of the stores and throw a couch on the escalator. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's not that difficult. They fuck. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we'll go to the shoot off. The men have their guns now, so they decide we're going to have a shoot off with Protector 1.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go send those fuckers a Rambogram.
And they don't move.
No.
It's the funniest thing. If you watch this scene, watch the guys, they're just standing there shooting. They're not moving. They're not diving, jumping out of the way or anything. The fucking lasers are just flying all around their heads and no one gets hit.
Well, to their credit, Protector 1's aim is complete shit too. Because they're standing right in front of them, all of them. It's like
that's
probably
what I'm
the
saying.
most dangerous area to be standing outside of the mall at this point. You know,
maybe they were smart by not moving. They're like, if we don't move, they can't hit us. Right?
Yeah, that was their design flaw. Like they can't shoot a moving target.
Yeah, you can't.
If you stand still, they can't shoot you. But if you're running, they can shoot you. Yeah. We didn't think about that.
Yeah, it's like, man, if it's almost as if they were painted blue.
Yeah.
They were invisible to him. He's like, pew, 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 pew. But you'd think you'd accidentally hit somebody with how many lasers were flying through there.
Your laser beam noises.
Pew 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 pew.
Hey.
Wouldn't it be crazy to have your head exploded by something that goes pew?
Yeah.
What a fucked up way to go. Yeah, because Protector 2 hides and turns his lights off like some dirty fucking police officer. You're not supposed to hide. Right?
Yeah.
But
they're trying
then
to
they
get
set
this elevator open too.
Oh yeah, yeah. To build it into a trap, which is a pretty good idea. I mean, I would disable the elevator anyway, because in real life, those fucking robots don't stand a chance of making it up the escalator, which I've already talked about. But then we find out Protector 1 is still alive because the guys during the shootout threw a propane tank at him. I don't think I mentioned this.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that, and it really blew its ass off.
Basically knocked it over.
Yeah.
That's all they did. They're like, ha!
They fucking cow tipped it.
Yeah, they cow tipped it. So then they're like shocked that it's still alive. Oh my god, I thought we killed it.
Yeah. Yeah, because we cut back to the scene of him like doing everything he can to get himself put back up.
Yeah.
And it almost looks like
I want to see, like, have you seen that video online going around about the turtle that got flipped over and all the other little turtles come to help him?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh. I'm just
Where the fuck am I?
Gay.
Oh my god.
But it would have been funny if the other robots came and helped him up.
Yeah, help tip him back.
We got you, bro. Have a nice day.
I'm over here getting ready to talk about that fucking South Park episode when Cartman like got himself like super overweight and had to have like the hover around and they would tip him over, and he came up with like this construction to have like the arm flipping back up right side up. You remember that shit?
Yeah. Oh man,
I fucking love it. Oh my god, I love it.
So Protector 2 is just as hot-headed as 1, because when the girls go by, he's just like, ah!
Yeah.
He comes out.
He's so
he
mad.
comes out. Yeah. And Susie,
he comes
Barbara
out.
Crampton. He's got his head turned sideways so he can fake crab walk.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But Susie, poor Barbara Crampton, this is her last. She gets caught on fire and then turned into a man.
Yeah, what a way to go out, you know?
Yeah,
what a way to fucking go, man.
It's like once she got on fire, she was somehow a man with a blonde wig on. I was confused.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit would suck. I wonder which would hurt worse.
What's getting set on fire or being turned into a man?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like all at once like that. I wonder which one like hurt worse.
Yeah, like your head's on fire and you got this dong popping out. Boom. Imagine if the robot kicked her in her brand new balls.
Yeah.
Like, they're only 2 seconds old. What are you doing?
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
Makes you wonder what the earliest someone has been kicked in the balls is. Is it 10? Is it
Already my first day as a man, I'm already getting kicked in the balls.
First day, first 5 seconds as a man, and I got kicked square in the nuts. Well, they can't kick, so you'd have to hit them with that weird little, their arms look like those things that you pick up garbage with along the freeway.
The grabbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
the guys hear him getting attacked, and they show up just in time for Greg to watch his newfound boyfriend get burned up by the fire.
yes.
He's like, ah, Susie,
Susie Steven.
Yeah, is that her new name, Steven? Steve, no. He's like, I like Troll 2. He's, oh my god. They just cut away and play that. Like the Wilhelm scream.
The Wilhelm scream, yeah.
Which was surprising. I don't think I heard one in this movie.
No. I was expecting to hear one when he went and jumped off the elevator.
I wanted to hear one when Greg gets, well, we're not there yet, but when Greg gets pushed over the banister, that would have been a perfect Wilhelm scream.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they didn't have enough money. They were like, we spent all our money on blowing up Leslie's fucking head.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. But it's so fucking funny when they finally lure Protector 2 into the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
They should have cut away because you start to see him doing like this 10-point turn. trying to turn around.
I noted that too. I was like, God damn.
I'm like, damn, this boy couldn't parallel park to save his life. He's like,
they're like, did you make sure you fix that bug about them being able to get in elevators? And he's like, fuck them.
He's like, forward, reverse, forward, reverse, forward, reverse, forward, reverse. After seeing that, I just make him chase me down a narrow hall.
Right?
They have a hard time turning around in small spaces. They should have cut away from that because that's just funny, man.
It's funny as fuck.
He does about 3 transitions before they cut away, and it's like, I wonder how many it took to get him turned around. Probably about 10 or 15.
Yeah, at that point, they're like, cut. We're going to have to edit this out.
Yep. And this is also where you get to see that Allison is a sharpshooter because she has family in the military or something. I guess that shit's like...
she states that her father was a Marine.
Yeah, she's like, my dad's a Marine, and this is like osmosis. I learned how to shoot, I guess. She doesn't say my dad taught me how to shoot. She said he was in the Marines.
Yeah, she doesn't talk about her time when she was like, when the world got taken over by zombies, and like she had to really get her skills up, to survive during that time. During this, the comet had the infamous time when,
was it Haley's Comet?
It's something like that, yeah. So,
another movie.
That, she's kind of in like a witness protection thing at this point of her life.
Yeah, she's like, I bet meteor shit brought these fucking robots back to life. I done seen this before because she might have been in the Maximum Overdrive universe.
Mm-hmm. She may have been.
Pretty similar.
Yeah, that's around the same. Yeah, you're right. She's in a mall this time too, so she already knew where to hole up, just in case. Yeah. Like she knew to get a job there just in case, like at any time there was another comet, or in this case, thunderstorm is like a new one for her, so it probably caught her off guard.
Like a Frankenstein movie.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, Ferdy. Here's a master plan to solve their problems that didn't involve sex.
Right?
Ferdy might actually be in a heightened state of pre-nut confusion at this point.
Oh yeah, you think so?
But he
You can
still
see
comes
it.
up with the plan. But he still comes up with the plan to destroy the master computer.
He's been walking around Swole for quite some time, so I think he's learned how to kind of adapt to it.
I think we've already established that he's got big old nuts on him, and I don't think
He's pretty
this
swole.
situation has helped.
No.
Probably really difficult because he's he's got set up with a girl who's got the biggest camel toe going on.
when they were setting him up, they were like, she was like, it's just every time I get with anybody, that's all they're focused on. And they looked at each other. They're like, we got the perfect guy for you.
Yeah, we know someone. Do you? She's got in her Tinder bio, I like big balls. I cannot lie.
Oh my God.
So, was there ever a bigger indicator that somebody is going to die in a movie than them running ahead of the group recklessly?
Computer, huh? Let's go trash the fucker.
I don't think so.
Would you ever go, well, this guy's clearly going to make it to the end?
I had a feeling, you know, I mean, Fergie's obviously Ferdy. I keep calling him Fergie.
Fergie.
Ferdy. I mean,
Ferdy.
they already kind of model him as the, you know, the underdog. So usually the underdog's the one to make it out. I would have been more surprised if they took him out.
I think Ferdy is the biggest fucking coward.
Well, that's what they wrote him up to be, you know what I'm saying? But the one to come back and save the day, that's usually the formula.
But he doesn't.
But
we'll get into this later in a little bit.
But he kind of does.
Mm-hmm.
Leading up to it.
It's not Ferdy, it's actually Greg. Greg gets thrown off the third floor.
Yeah.
Right by Protector 3. So this should have been the Wilhelm scream.
Right. I agree
Come
with
on,
that.
you guys, I'm way ahead of you. I'd be like, go ahead. You lead on. And as soon as he got thrown off, I'd go, well, not that way.
Not that way.
We got to find another way, guys.
Well,
think about it. If you went into a door that opens towards you, right? If you have to pull it towards you to open it, and you went to the other side, the robots could not open that door. Because their arms are not that long. If they were to grab onto the door, if they were close enough to the door to pull on it, then their big fucking tank treads would be blocking it. So, this is an easily solvable problem. They just had to go in a room with a steel door that opened. I mean, and I know that they do eventually, but you could do that all night long.
Yeah. This is true.
Yeah. And this is when somehow the fucking Protector 1 uses the escalator to get up to help his boy on level 3, right?
It's so fucking weird to see.
Help you, homeboy.
Because of how much his treads would be hanging off the escalator. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he's magnetized.
It'd be like those rock climbers that hold on with like the very tips of their fingers.
Well, that's all these things have, or like little tiny tips of their fingers.
That's basically how the killbots would have to ride up the escalator, because only the very front of their tracks would be able to hold on.
Yeah.
But after that, after Protector 1 somehow uses the escalator, everybody hides out in the store and pulls the steel shutters closed, right?
Yeah.
And then they start cutting through the goddamn door. So that's basically what I was talking about. They can cut through it, but it takes them quite a while.
It does. It's definitely not a quick. It's like 1980s lasers trying to be 1990s lasers.
I think our best solution here would be to throw a couch on the escalator.
Yeah, I think
Just jam it full of shit.
yeah.
I mean, you could basically just clog the escalator with laundry and they wouldn't be able to get up.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple to get away from these guys. But
so yeah, they're in there and they're finally safe for a memento.
yeah. And you get a camel toe shot.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You get your obligatory camel toe shot. And I wonder, so the robots, so here's something dangerous. You know, they use mannequins to distract the robots. That's
Mhm.
like their big plan. And they're standing amongst the mannequins.
Oh my
Like-
god, okay, yes.
You know where I'm going
Yes.
with this?
Just yeah. Because I got
Go
some shit
ahead.
to say. No, I want you to.
I'm just thinking that if I'm standing by a mannequin that I'm using to distract these fucking assholes, that they're gonna hit me on the first shot now because they're aiming for the mannequin.
I know. I was like, good idea, set the mannequins up and then you guys head off somewhere else, stage left or whatever. But they're like, no, we'll just go ahead and set these up and stand right there. But see, it comes back to the whole they're standing still so they can't shoot them.
It would have been so fucking funny if this scene where they used the mannequins was the one scene where the robots actually every shot landed. Like
Well,
every
kinda does,
like they
too.
just ripped Greg to shreds. Or Greg's dead at this point. Rick ripped Mike or Mike's dead. God damn it, who do we have left? Rick.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking
I would have looked at Ferdy and been like, man, I'm never listening to another word you're saying, man. Stand up with them, man. And then they put
Right.
those mirrors up. They put those mirrors up and they reflect it. So why the fuck aren't these motherfuckers running around with like mirrors as shields or some shit? It fucked this robot up, man.
That's Protector 3, right? That gets electrocuted.
Yeah.
When he puts his arms up and electricity's around him, they should have played some breakdancing music or something.
He's doing his complete Zoid. Well, yeah, when he's like coming up on him, though, he starts Zoidberging a little bit. He's like, clack, 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 clack. Then, like,
yeah.
Whoop, 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 whoop. He gets shocked.
Yeah.
He gets right into it.
And their plan here was to use the mannequins to distract them while they use their guns to shoot them, which have already proved ineffective.
Absolutely. They're going to do that after all of that. And then, again, seeing what happened, they're like, okay, we're not going to take any mirrors. I'd be taking every fucking mirror I could and just hiding behind it. Like, come at me, brah.
Yeah. Rick and Linda both die like dumbasses. Do you remember how Linda dies?
Yeah, they come out and they're like screaming because at this point, like the robot, they unveil our mirror trick. That why the fuck they don't use them through the rest of the movie? Who fucking knows? But they go running out while this robot's in his like Zoidberg, fucking crazy Zoidberg dance. And
oh yeah, he's shooting lasers everywhere.
Yeah, he's
right?
just blasting everywhere because he's freaking out. He's going around in circles, just blasting. And then they're both out there yelling at him, and she just hoping to catch one in the bubble guts.
Yeah, but she stopped and stood still.
Yeah.
And in a normal world, you'd be like, "What are you doing? Don't stop and stand
keep
still."
running,
but
motherfucker.
as history taught them throughout the movie, stopping and standing still is the way to avoid getting shot. But it backfires on her right at this moment for some reason. It's like, oh, why is she standing? Oh, she's dead.
Yep.
And then Rick fucking loses his shit and gets in the fucking Rockstar vehicle. Whatever the fuck that thing is.
That little fucking maintenance man cart. The little fucking thing, dude. What the fuck are you thinking? Like, you literally are yelling at this fucking robot. You get so mad. It's fucking like going nuts. You're just going to ram it. Everything else has been proven futile on these things, except for this maintenance man cart.
the maintenance man cart.
It is.
It's like a rascal scooter for like a 800-pound man.
Yeah.
But it's like, what are you doing? Like when he it's so fucking funny too, because when he runs into it, it has no effect on the robot.
No. He just joins in.
Doesn't even budge him.
Yep.
It just like fucks him. Period.
Well, so yeah, we got our last two people now since they got rid of.
Well, yeah. Well, Protector 3 explodes.
Yeah, that's what took him down. Yeah, we finally see one.
His own laser killed him.
Yep.
Okay. I'll buy that.
Yeah,
I'll buy that for $1.
I almost did it. Oh my god. Yeah. I love that movie so much. I love RoboCop. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. And RoboCop 2. Those are my two favorite back to back.
Yeah, RoboCop 1 is definitely the best.
But anyway.
Allison and Ferdy.
Yeah, Allison and Ferdy.
Looking for that computer. That master computer.
The master computer.
And it's funny because this is like their grand plan and it never happens.
Yeah.
It just never happens. They just end up having to kill the robots. Spoiler.
Yeah.
But Protector 1 is in pursuit because he's number one.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he's not even on his floor. They weren't supposed to go into the stores to begin with. So he's breaking all kinds of rules. And Allison, like a genius, says, let's split up because this is a horror movie.
Oh, yeah. So,
fucking idiot. You are a fucking idiot. How about everybody splits up in this scene? Thank you. Have a nice day. Action.
Let's split up and search. So she arrives into a storage room. Is that what this is?
It looks like it. How the fuck does Protector 1 sneak up on her? I get if he's not clanking his little fingies.
Yeah.
But when he moves any other time in the movie, it's loud.
Maybe he turned his volume down.
He sneaks up on her. He's like, surprise!
He hit his mute button.
Surprise. That'd be fucking funny if he scared her by going, surprise. Right?
I want to see these motherfuckers turning a door handle. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Where they keep slipping or they're turning it the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think they know which way to turn it? Or if, I guess some you can.
What kind of storage closet is this in this storage room where it's just got the makings of what looks like a nuclear fusion machine all thrown in this closet?
Is there any spam?
There is no spam.
Hey, man, don't knock it. It's got its own key.
Excellent.
Excellent.
All right, so
Allison, when she's running from Protector 1, hangs over the rails to hide, which I guess we can assume from that the robots certainly cannot detect thermal images.
Yeah. She painted her hands blue.
Yeah. Started playing the fucking PVC pipes.
Yeah.
But
it's so stupid. Everybody's running around with no clothes on, and they're just.
I know this isn't making sense to people, so just Google Blue
Man Group.
Google lasers and blue the color blue or something.
And then
Because I know people listening to this are going to be like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
I didn't even know what you were talking about either. But see, I learned something important today. So, Protector 1 tracks Linda down, and he's coming up slow on her, doing
well, now he takes the escalator downstairs.
All right, yeah, when she's down there, and
escalator goes down the hole.
he comes up to her like all slow, and he's like whoop 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 whoop, and then gets shot in the face by Ferdy.
Yeah, right in the fucking eyeballs, or whatever you want to call those.
And yet, it still does nothing. So,
well, it disables his laser.
Yeah,
which wasn't very effective anyway.
So he throws this canister at him, and he lays Ferdy out with it. He's getting ready to go.
Well, see, this is why I'm saying Ferdy's a coward, and I'll get back to this.
Yeah,
but I think he's playing possum here.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
smart.
Yeah, smart. He's like, I don't know.
Take
Ferdy's like, Ferdy was like, I don't know this bitch. I certainly don't love her. I just met her tonight. Right?
Yeah.
Fucking dickhead. He got hit in the head and was like, "Oh, just stay down, play dead." Because she lures Protector 1 into the paint store.
And he knew this was going to happen. That's why he did that. So that's why I was saying he's the hero, one of the heroes.
Well, this whole scene, I like to think that Ferdy is just laying on the floor, like peeking through between,
like just slowly opening his eyes
to see what happens. He's like, is she getting it? Is she going to die? And, Allison dumps all the paint, which I guess, I mean, paint wouldn't explode. It would just burn.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's a movie. Also, I don't think those robots could use the escalator, so whatever. Paint explodes.
But before that, though, she's like hiding in the pet shop. And and like,
they almost crossed the goddamn line.
Yeah. So he's like looking for her. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh man, is this going to be on Alan's no watch list? I was like, is it happening? But she's laying here on the ground, and there's fucking tarantulas and snakes and shit crawling all over her. She's hiding underneath this shelf.
This is when the music cues in, and she's like, "Oh, these animals make me." Because I mean, we've watched enough movies now that there's bestiality in all of them. Allison's like, "These animals are making me so horny."
Oh my god.
Hey,
so
man,
we learned something new in this scene.
I didn't write these fucking movies. It's not my fault.
We learned something important in this scene as well. You are I'm a victim.
Oh god.
If you cover yourself in snakes and spiders, the robots can't see you either.
Yeah. Well, they're confused because they hear all the noises and and his eye was shot too, so he can't see. He's just feeling around with his tank tread.
He's got his feelers out. So he leaves, and she pulls herself up out from underneath the shelf, and we see what says cock starter, or at least it looks like cock starter when she first pulls herself out of the fucking shelf.
Yeah,
it's so stupid, but I was cracking up. So that's my own fucking.
It was definitely intentional. These
it was stuck in frame there for a moment.
Yep, the framings of these movies are never on accident. That was definitely on purpose.
Cock start.
He was like, You know what would be funny?
Cockstarter.
If we had Cockstarter in the screen. Ha ha ha. Have a nice day.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's that cock starts like held right in frame there for a moment too.
What's my motivation, Mr. Wynorski?
Wynorski.
Well, Mr. Wynorski. Well, you're gonna start some cocks, Allison. Ha ha ha. Thank you. Have a nice day. That'd be everybody on set would fall asleep because he's so fucking monotone. I need to hear him talk now. I'm gonna have to look that up soon. But then she goes to the paint store, and that's when she dumps paint everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And Protector One, like a fucking idiot, this follows her in there.
Yep.
It's basically how they've been killing them, is luring them into traps.
Yeah. Getting them trapped in elevators.
And she blows that motherfucker to smithereens.
Have a nice day!
Blows that motherfucker up.
They saw how they reacted in an elevator. What if they all got together and just pushed kiosks around them and blocked them in to where they had to constantly turn around?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just leave them there forever.
Velvet ropes.
Yeah, velvet ropes. Yeah.
Yeah. They can't navigate them.
Yeah.
Yep. And our coward reveals that he's still alive.
Oh, he does. He comes out in the nick of time.
Well, yep. Right on time. He's like, what? And look, the toilet paper wasn't laying next to him.
Oh no, he was walking around during all this.
He was taking his time. He was taking his sweet ass time.
He went and made himself an Orange Julius.
He's like, I think one of them's dead.
Went in and played a fucking couple video games.
And wasn't yeah.
It's like could do like a whole fucking montage of everything he was doing while this was going on.
Hearing explosions and Allison screaming in the background.
Yeah. Oop, I got about 10 more minutes.
Yeah. I wonder if I can find a roll of toilet paper around here. He wasn't one bit concerned about her.
Nah, dude.
Like, well, I'm gonna go play some video games while she's distracting the robot.
It's my last chance to get all this free shit. So I mean,
yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, so I guess the end of the movie is just those two embracing.
Yeah. Yep.
Allison is going to find out a hard truth pretty soon about Ferdy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That he's a coward, and he certainly doesn't give a shit about her.
No.
I got knocked on the head here.
You saw me.
I need some. Yeah, I need some butt wipes. I need some of that toity paper for my head.
It wasn't even his blood. He was sitting back drinking a slushie right before all that shit was going down, and he laid it on
I suppose if you were going to write fan fiction, you could say that Walter Paisley's dead body was right next to him, and some toilet paper spilled out of his janitor cart.
Yeah. No, I like our scenario better. I like the fact that he was.
It's like it would be like those scenes where they show like in The Flash where they show him moving around and everything around him is real slow or exploding and shit. That's what it would be like. It'd be Ferdy just taking his time, going through and explosions and all this shit in the background. Allison screaming.
He's like, "Oh, Cinnabon! I would love a Cinnabon."
Yeah. Oh, are these the pretzels with the fucking yeah, Cinnabon. Do these pretzels got the jalapenos in them? Oh, that's my slam.
More explosions.
Meanwhile,
He's like, "Oh, I got a little more time." As he hears her scream, he's like, "I got at least 10 more minutes."
Yeah, the fight's still going on. Yeah.
Yeah, they're holding strong. God bless them.
I mean, look, if they didn't want dorks like us to notice things like this, don't have him holding toilet paper up to his head, because he didn't just conjure that shit.
And
he had to go.
He was
get
all
it.
bright-eyed and bushy-tailed too.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, hey, usually when people come to from unconsciousness, they're confused, but he was like, oh, I just had me a little nap.
He's like, yeah. He's like, what'd you get into while I was gone?
Yeah. I went and got me a Manny and a Petty.
They still have an Orange Julius here.
Do these got alcohol in them? I don't want to bleed anymore. Anyway.
Well, what a good
this
one.
Movie.
It's fun.
If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun ride all the way around. Don't be discouraged by some of the movie posters of it, because I was when I was a child, because I was like, oh, it's going to be like these crazy Cenobites. And then we get fucking GoBots. So.
Yeah, you get. Yeah, basically GoBots. It's like GoBots, not from the cartoon, but the actual toys.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck? This doesn't look anything like that. Piece of junk. But as always, as I've said a million times, if you have any suggestions or comments, send them to deadnotespodcast@gmail.com.
Absolutely.
That was Chopping Mall.
Thank you again for listening.
I'm Alan. See you guys next time.
I'm Kevin. Thank you again. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Have a nice day.